It is 3 o'clock, so I will call the meeting to order. For those who are able, would you please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
At this time, Ms. Stanford, would you call the roll?
Yes, ma'am. Ms. White?
Present.
Ms. Matthews Simpson?
Present.
Mr. Dutour?
Present.
Mr. Valentina? Mr. Lumpkin?
Here.
Ms. Miller? Mr. Mullins?
Here.
Mr. Weckerser?
Here.
Mr. Williamson?
Here.
We have 7 of 9.
We have a quorum, thank you. The agenda for today's meeting was mailed in advance. Are there any changes to the agenda as presented? Hearing no changes, I will declare approval of the consent agenda. The March 3rd board meeting minutes were also sent in advance. Any changes to the minutes? Hearing none, I declare approval of the March 3rd, 2026 board meeting minutes. At this time, we will have committee reports, beginning with the Finance Personnel Committee, today being presented by Mr. Williamson.
Thank you, Madam Chair. The Finance, Personnel, and Planning Committees held a meeting on March 17. As a result, the Finance Personnel Committee is recommending 3 action items for the board's consideration today. Action item number 2 is graphics materials. The purpose of this action item is to award a 3-year contract to provide greater Dayton RTA with graphics materials. Products included under this contract are the vinyl and laminate materials required for the signage on transit buses, trucks, vehicles, and facilities. Mr. Brown presented this item at our meeting, and the supporting information is included in today's board package. Staff are available to answer any questions the board may have at this time. Do any trustees have any questions or wish to discuss this item further? Hearing none, and based upon the recommendation of the Finance Personnel Committee, I move that the Board of Trustees approve a 3-year contract award to Laird Plastics for a grand total of $333,730 for graphics materials.
We have a motion, do I have a second? Second. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Action item number 2 is approved.
Action item number 3, second floor reinforcement at 901 South Ludlow Street. The purpose of this action item is to award a contract for the reinforcement of steel beams underneath the second floor at 901 South Ludlow Street, also known as the Coke Building. The goal of this project is to enhance the building's structural integrity, ensuring the second floor space remains safe and reliable for use. Work will include welding of steel beams underneath the second floor and making necessary modifications to the steel framing. Ms. Hoffman presented this action item at our meeting, and the supporting information is included in today's board package. Staff are available to answer any questions the board may have at this time. Do any trustees have any questions or wish further discussion on this matter? Hearing none, and based upon the recommendation of the Finance Personnel Committee, I move that the Board of Trustees approve an award of the second floor reinforcement contract to Belgray Incorporated for a total amount of $131,614 plus a 20% contingency of $26,323 for a grand total of $157,937.
There's a motion on the floor. Do I have a second?
Second.
It's been properly moved in second. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Action item number 3 has been approved.
Action item number 4, Fair Media. The purpose of this action item is to award a contract with Masabi LLC for the purchase of fare media used in the Greater Dayton RTA's Just Ride fare collection system. This contract will provide the agency with smart cards and limited use tickets necessary to support ongoing customer access to RTA's fixed route and demand response services. Ms. Kilgore presented this action item at our meeting, and the supporting information is included in today's board package. Staff are available to answer any questions the board may have at this time. Do any trustees have any such questions or desire further discussion of this item? Hearing none, and based upon the recommendation of the Finance Personnel Committee, I move that the Board of Trustees approve a 3-year contract award to Masabi LLC for fare media totaling $515,434 with a 1-year option of $189,272 for a grand total of $704,706.
It's been moved. There's a motion on the floor. Do I have a second? It's been properly moved and second. All in favor signify by saying aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Action item number 4 has been approved.
Other than those action items, just to note that the December 2025 and January 2026 financial reports, as well as small purchases information, have been included in today's board package. Madam Chair, that concludes my report.
Thank you so much for continuing for us today. We will now move to the Planning Committee. Ms. Matthew Stinson will be making that report.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
The Finance, Personnel, and Planning Committees met for a jointly held meeting on March 17, 2026, and we do not have any action items to bring before you. At the meeting, Mr. Colachiquio provided a summary document of recent activities going on in the Customer and Business Development Department. Activities included RTA's community support for March Madness by operating the free shuttle between Caroline Park and UD Arena for the first 4 games. Hiring also remains a priority, with more than 40 new employees onboarded in the first 2 months of this year. County-wide hiring billboards are currently running, and a hiring event is scheduled for April 14th. In addition, RTA recognized as operators during Transit Driver Appreciation Week in mid-March. This concludes my update.
Thank you so much. We will now move to the Chief Executive Officer's report with Mr. Rosinski.
Yep, as promised, I just wanted to share a commercial we were running during Hoopla with you, and Brandon will start it right now.
The road to the NCAA Men's Basketball Championship tips off right here in Dayton, and the RTA is proud to be part of the action. As the excitement of the First Four and the Big Hoopla take over Montgomery County, the RTA has been proud to cheer on the University of Dayton Flyers this season and welcomes guests to our great community with easy, convenient rides to all the action. So whether you're cheering courtside or celebrating downtown, ride with RTA and be part of the Hoopla.
So obviously those just ran for a small window of time, but I thought it was pretty cool. So we did get a couple very positive comments, including one from the county commissioner thanking us for our service. And that is all I have for today.
Thank you. The next item on here is executive session, and I know that we need one, but I don't want to keep people waiting. So can I move that last? Is everybody okay with that?
I would be okay if you move it up, if you move up public
Yes,
comments, if that's
yes,
your intent.
yes.
We need to keep the business items after.
But yes, exactly.
Okay.
Yes, okay. We do have one public comment that came before us. I will call your name here in a minute. After you are recognized to speak, please come to the lectern up front, or if you are physically unable to do so, a handheld microphone will be brought to you. You must first state your name and address, and after doing so, you have 3 minutes to make your comments. A yellow light will come on when you have 30 seconds remaining, and Ms. Garner will say 30 seconds. When your 3 minutes are up, the red light will come on and Ms. Garner will say stop. And at that time, you must stop talking and leave the lectern or surrender the microphone. After the comments are made, we will resume the meeting. Our comment today is coming from a Marion Perry. Thank you, Ms. Perry. How are you? Thank you for coming.
The reason I have,
I can't hear the, Brandon, would you check the microphone, please? Okay,
Yeah, you just need to.
thank you.
Closer. Okay. The reason I've come is because I need to address RTA on.
Can you please state your name and address, please?
Okay. My name is Marion C. Perry. My address is 5140 Altram, always misspelled, Altrim Road. I constantly use RTA because I'm somewhat disabled because of a fall a long time ago on ice, delivering a newspaper. Here's the problem. I have to use RTA to go to some of my doctor's appointments. One of the doctor's appointments I always use RTA for is going to my allergist. He is located on Patterson, the Green Building. Other appointments I have per other forms of transportation, and they're not as nice or better, but I don't have to use as much money. Now, since the economy has changed, so has my wallet. What I'm asking for is that you would consider my area, which you have virtually cut off. And what I mean by cut off, most of the people, all the time I call in for an appointment, well, you're not in our district. I have to tell them I'm in Jefferson Township. Jefferson Township has virtually been cut off. Just like 1960, 1970, in the 80s it was a little bit better, but now it's cut off virtually. You have older people that don't have relatives, cars, or whatever. I don't either. I'm asking for help. I'm asking and begging for people like me. If you notice, I use a cane. I have problems with both knees, both legs, my back, both hands. That was injured in the fall. I sustained. So, like I said, you have cut us off. We have a new Shell station thanks to the trustees in Montgomery County, our commissioners in Montgomery County. And I went to their meeting to tell them thank you. So I'm asking, please remember, not everybody has transportation to where they have to go. Please, that's all I'm asking. Help us. You wouldn't do that to an older person. I'm in my 60s. Imagine having an 80-year-old or a 90-year-old person who can't get anywhere. We have a store now, but everything they're building in our community is not always helpful, especially now that they're putting a dispensary in the old, used to be the PNC building. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Perry. What I would ask you to do, since you've asked for help, is the gentleman who gave you the microphone, when we go into executive session, please take the time to speak with Mr. Polachicchio and see if he can help with the request that you made today. Thank you for coming. At this time, is there a need for executive session?
There is, and I'll ask Chris to frame it. It's to discuss labor negotiations and real estate.
Yeah, there's two grounds for executive session pursuant to Ohio Revised Code, section 121.22G. The first is under G2, consider the sale of public property for public purposes. And the second is to discuss bargaining sessions with public employees concerning the terms and conditions of employment.
You've heard the request. Is there a motion to accept?
I move to accept in the words that Mr.
Is there a second? All right, Ms. Stanford, can you call a roll, please?
Yes, ma'am. Ms. White?
Yes.
Ms. Dr. Stinson?
Yes.
Mr. Dupler?
Yes.
Mr. Lumpkin?
Yes.
Ms. Miller? Excuse me, Mr. Mullins?
Yes.
Mr. Wexler?
Yes.
Mr. Williamson?
Yes.
We have 7 yeses.
All right, we will go into executive session, and when we come out, we will conclude today's meeting.
We do expect some action items.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's why I said we'll finish the meeting when we return.
And I'd like Ryan and Bob to join us. And Brandon, when you're done with the customer, could you please join us? Thank you.
First of all, let me ask for a motion to come out of executive session. Is there a second? It's been properly moved in second. Ms. Stanford, would you call the roll for that?
Yes, ma'am. Ms. White?
Yes.
Ms. Dr. Stinson?
Yes.
Mr. Dupler?
Yes.
Mr. Lumpkin?
Yes.
Mr. Mullins?
Yes.
Mr. Wexler?
Yes.
Mr. Williamson?
Yes.
We have 7 yeses.
Thank you. At this time, is there any old business that anyone needs to share? We have 2 new business items. One will be presented by Mr. Lumpkin.
Okay, new business, action item number 1, ASME Local 101 Collective Bargaining Agreement. In late October of 2020, the RTA reached nearly an agreement with ASME. The new agreement, you can hear me, my voice carries across the city. In October of 2021, a rapidly changing employment landscape, executive staff felt moving up the timeline to reach a $15 starting rate living wage was in order. In addition, staff wanted to have ASME adopt a pending changes to administrative staff, employee leave policy, as well as some other changes. The overall goal was to award those who come to work and to reduce options for those who do not come to work. Under these changes, starting rates pay range from $15 to $16.50 for the 3 pay grades. Both RTA board and ASME members supported these changes, and the contract was revised. In October 2023, staff and ASME quickly negotiated the next 3-year agreement, which adjusted the contract years to allow for better budgeting planning, provided wage increases over 3 years totaling $2.25 an hour, adjusted some position titles, and provided for a $750 signing bonus. The agreement runs through September of 2026. Staff has met with ASME and has come to terms on an early agreement for the next 3 years. The next 3 years contract with the highlights listed that I am about to read. Provide a flat $1 across the board rate increase for 1 year, and provide increase of 75 cents an hour in both years 2 and 3. As the past agreement and the increases across the board, increases applied for all steps. Add a footwear allowance, $75 a year, then increasing to $80 in year 2, and then $85 in year 3, paid twice a year for the transit ambassadors whose job required them to walk the transit platform during the workday. Provide a signing bonus of $150 to each employee working under the ASME agreement, and at the time of the agreement approval by the RTA board, to show our appreciation for the quick and mutually beneficial changes agreed to by the parties of ASME contracts over the past several years. In addition, we've agreed to start the first year wage increase early and provide an early additional footwear allowance to reflect the quick turnaround of the new agreement. Executive staff truly appreciates the leadership of internal ASME officers, as well as those at Ohio Council 8, Local 101, who worked with RTA to come to the agreement on the proposed changes in a short period of time. ASME members have voted for the proposal in an early agreement, and we are now seeking the board approval. The CEO recommends that we accept as a board the negotiated tentative agreement as presented, and that he be authorized to do all necessary things to finalize and execute and implement and administer this agreement. So I will entertain a motion to adopt or to accept and pass new business item action number 1, ASME Local 101 Collective Bargaining Agreement.
So moved.
Second.
It's been properly moved in second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say nay. Any abstentions? Thank you so much for moving that new business item forward. For our second new business item, it will be read by our legal counsel.
Thank you. The purpose of this action item is to approve and authorize RTA to enter into agreements with the model group for the purpose of completing renovations to the structure known as the Air City Garage and in furtherance of the mainline Center City mixed-use development. This action item specifically authorizes the Chief Executive Officer to enter into any and all agreements necessary in furtherance and completion of the garage renovation project.
I move we adopt the authorizations as laid out by council in his presentation.
Is there a second?
Second.
It's been properly moved in second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Thank you. New business item number 2 has been approved. Thank you all so much. At this time, I will ask for any board member comments. I will start with Mr. Williamson.
No comment.
No comment.
No comment.
None for me.
None, thank you. Good.
Y'all just trying to get out early because executive session ran long.
Would you like me to make a comment this way?
Just whatever you want, sir.
On Facebook, I read someone saying over Easter, RTA is free. I thought it would be free today, and it made me chuckle because apparently we provide so many free rides that members of the public think that any holiday, any time, will be a free RTA ride. So I just want to thank members of the RTA board and members of the staff for providing so many free fares that people really do rely upon your free
You're looking
fares
for a
that
free
you
day.
provide over the holidays that we do it. I think it's incredible. So thank you all so much.
Thank you.
Did you like that? Was that good?
That was great. I love the pivot. I would just like to quickly say, as a founding member who continues to serve on the local organizing committee for the Big Hoopla, which is why I wore my gear today, I just want to thank the RTA again for providing transportation. You have no idea what that does to the committee that allows us to use sponsorship dollars to give free entrance to the games to our men and women of the Air Force. So I just want to thank the RTA again for their work. I personally rode them both days, and I know that our drivers fight for that assignment. They are wonderful. They are engaging, and it happened to be over Transit Appreciation Day. So we entered into cheers on all the rides, thanking our drivers. So I just want to thank you again for that. And finally, I just want to be able to say, thankfully, John Lumpkin is here today. And it gives me the opportunity to publicly, on video and in our minutes, to thank him for his service as president, who he is my predecessor of the board. I think everybody thinks that we're probably paid a whole lot of money, and we're not. So the people that you see before you are public servants, and John served with a level of integrity, and we appreciate his time here. And he gets to take his official gavel that has been waiting for him. You just can't beat anybody over the head with it.
Well, I don't want it.
But that
That was part of the deal when we get.
you can just beat the Michigan fans who are cheering from last night, because I know you want to. But I want to, on behalf of the board and the RTA, thank you so much for your service.
Thank you, I appreciate it, especially in lieu of, I dealt with a life-threatening illness and was out for some time. The board actually stepped in on that one, and I do appreciate that. And, you know, this is a very good board and serves a very good purpose, so it was my honor and privilege to be able to serve.
Thank you. Now, do I have a motion to adjourn today's meeting?
So moved.
Second.
Second.
Thank you. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
No one is opposed. The meeting is adjourned.